June 4th, 2013, Village of Peoria Heights Board of Trustees meeting. Meeting is now called to order. Would you please rise and join us in the pledge of the flag? Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Madam Clerk, would you please call roll?
Trustee Harn. Trustee Carter.
Present.
Trustee Fuller. Trustee Reichert. Trustee Gett.
Present.
Trustee Cumming.
Present.
Thank you very much. First up tonight is the approval of the Board of Trustees minutes for the May 21st meeting. Are there any changes that need to be made to the minutes as submitted?
I move to approve.
I have a motion from Trustee Gett.
Second.
Second from Trustee Cumming. All those in favor of approving the Board of Trustees minutes for the May 21st meeting as submitted by our village clerk, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, please say no. Thank you. The ayes have it. Board has approved the Board of Trustees minutes for the May 21st meeting. Next order of business tonight is the approval of the executive session minutes for May 21st as well. Need a motion for approval.
I move to approve.
Motion from Trustee Gett.
Second.
Second from Trustee Cumming. All those in favor of approving the executive session minutes for the May 21st meeting, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, please say no. Thank you. The ayes have it. The board has approved the executive session minutes for May 21st. Next up will be correspondence, and that will be presented by our village clerk, Shauna Musselman.
I have no correspondence this evening.
Thank you. No announcements tonight, so we'll move to trustee reports. Trustee Fuller is still in China at this time. And Chief, any information regarding the ambulance service you want to pass on?
Just a couple things, Mayor. I do have a May 2013 monthly review. For the month of May, we had 48 total transports. We had 15 refusals for a total call of 69 regarding May, and I do have an itemized call sheet. If I will make sure the board gets that at the next combined committee meeting. I also have a summer camp summary this year. The Peoria Heights Ambulance provided regional emergency emergency response team with 202 staff hours to staff an ALS ambulance for 4.5 days. During those 4.5 days, close to 400 patients were evaluated by Remert's medical tents, and 7 transports were made to St. Francis Medical Center. All medical supplies, fuel, expenses, and payroll were covered by Remert. Again, is the regional emergency response team. All employees involved enjoyed the experience, look forward to next year's festival. And I think that they did a great job of representing Peoria Heights. So my hat off to all the employees in Brennan. So great job there. That's all I have.
Okay, thank you. Any questions at all for Chief Sutton regarding the ambulance service? Okay, thank you again. Move to Public Works. Trustee Harn is out of town due to a death in his family. So, Mr. Superintendent, any information or word to pass on?
We have nothing for tonight.
Okay, thank you. We'll go to Administration Personnel. Trustee Reichert is under the weather tonight, I believe, and so, Mr. Administrator, anything on the administration personnel front?
Nothing tonight, Mr. Mayor.
Okay, thank you. Then we'll move to Economic Development, Village Improvements with Trustee Carter.
Thank you. I just want to remind everybody that Duryea Days is this month. It starts on Friday, the 21st, and ends on, Saturday, the 22nd. And Bart, Trustee Cummins can fill in on exactly what the events are going to be, if you'd like.
Yeah, I would love to. Actually, we've expanded the event this year. In the past, we've always had the one venue up at Tower Park. Friday evening was live music, beer tent. Saturday was then the car show and more of a family day event. We had some bouncy houses and Little Miss Duryea's Days event, and some other acts. This year we have expanded the event to 2 venues, in addition to having Duryea Days at Tower Park on Friday the 21st from 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. and Saturday the 22nd from 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. We've added Heritage Square as a second venue this year that we're really excited about. And events are going to take place down at Heritage Square from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. There's going to be a dunk tank down at Heritage Square that we will be taking donations for charity. And of course, our charity this year is the Peoria Heights Police Department. All net proceeds raised will go to offsetting the cost of our new K-9 unit, Grouchy. But down at Heritage Square, we are going to have a dunk tank. As I said, we're going to have a bags tournament as well. We're going to be serving beer down there. There's going to be live music from 11 to 5, all kinds of vendor booths, food vendors. I don't want to speak out of turn, but June is kind of potentially kicking around the idea of maybe doing a pig roast or some sort of barbecue down at Heritage Square. We are having a sidewalk sale in the downtown area to kind of promote traffic flow from Tower Park to Heritage Square and back and forth, so that our retailers can benefit from the increased traffic for the event. And Saturday night, we are going to have live acts both Friday and Saturday night up at Tower Park. Saturday night's going to be incredible. We've got at 7 o'clock, the Young Turks featuring Steve Bobbitt are going to play, and then right after, we're going to close the show with Dress to Kill, which is a KISS cover band. They bring their stage show, the makeup, the whole 9 yards, and they've got a special entrance they're working on that I don't want to give away, but it's going to be a fantastic event this year. Lots of fun things to come out and see and do, and all the net proceeds are going to go back to the police department and help us with getting our K-9 unit settled in and trained.
So Heritage Square is Saturday? from
Heritage
10 to
Square
5
is
to
Saturday. Right, vendors are going to be open, I believe, from, they're going to start setting up at 7. We should be open for business around 8, 9, 10 at the latest. The event kicks off in earnest with a band playing down there and with the bags tournament at 11. Should be pretty cool. They're going to have a few dance troops down there as well. And also, I apologize because I wasn't expecting this, so we've got so many things going on. I missed a couple of things up at Tower Park on Saturday. Since we're not having Little Miss Duryea Days this year, we're going to have the past Miss Duryea Days winners have been invited back to perform kind of a talent show, showcase the talents that made them a Miss Duryea Days winner in the past. The downtown clothing merchants are going to put on a fashion show, and there's a contest involved with that, and that's being sponsored and headed up by Ree. So lots of great stuff going on. The hot dog eating contest will happen again this year. It'll be the 3rd annual. I don't know, last year Mike Casey represented the village, or I should say didn't represent the village, kind of disappointed in his performance, so we're hoping for better out of him this year. But lots of great things going on up at Tower Park and Heritage Square the weekend of the 21st and 22nd, so I'd like to invite everybody to come out and join us and have a good time.
Great. Anything else, Trustee Carter?
Nope, except for June.
Thank you, Trustee Cumming. Looking forward to that. Move on now to the Police Department with Trustee Cumming.
Thank you, Mayor Allen. Just like to announce that the next Neighborhood Watch meeting will be Monday evening, the 24th, right back up here at Village Hall, 6:30 in the evening. Deputy Chief Ahart, myself will be up here. If you have any police issues or code enforcement issues you'd like to come up and let us know about, we'd be happy to hear about them and see what we can do to make your lives a little bit easier. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Any questions at all for Trustee Cumming? Okay, then we'll move to building maintenance with Trustee Gett.
Thank you, Mayor Allen. Have nothing reported this time.
Okay, and then we'll close out with the fire department, Trustee Gett.
Second verse.
Same as the first. Thank you very much, everyone. Go to comments from the audience. So Sue or Brennan, if you have any thoughts. Jen? Nothing tonight? We do thank everyone for attending. No old business tonight, so we will move to new business. And first up will be the Chuck's Auto Sales Special Use Permit Renewal, and that will be presented by Trustee Carter.
Thank you. Well, it's time to renew his special use permit, and it looks like they did a report where everything checked out A-OK. So I make a motion to renew the special use permit for 3 months or until September 24th, 2013.
We have a motion from trustee Carter,
Second.
second from trustee Gatt. Any questions or comments from the board before the board votes? Okay, once again, it's for board approval of the 3-month permit renewal for Chuck's Auto Sales as outlined by trustee Carter. Madam Clerk, would you please call roll?
Trustee Carter?
Aye.
Mayor Allen?
Aye.
Trustee Gett?
Aye.
Trustee Cumming?
Aye.
Thank you. By a vote of 4-0, the board has approved the special use auto permit for 3 months for Chuck's Auto Sales. Next order of new business tonight is the approval to purchase a K-9 unit fence, and that will be presented by trustee Cumming.
Thank you, Mayor Allen. This is a nice transition from the Talk About Duryea days, and, our pledge, the Chamber's pledge or commitment to help the police department and the village with the costs of getting Grouchy settled in and becoming an effective and valued member of our police force. And as we all know, even if you don't have to pay for it, there's no such thing as a free dog. Expenses do mount. And what we are looking for tonight, Grouchy has some Dwight Stone's kind of high jumping ability, and his current dog run is not adequate to contain him, so we need to beef up his dog run and put some new fencing in place. We did receive bids from security from a company that gave us 2 different styles. The first style is a 6-foot wood-treated framework with cedar pickets, which for labor and materials, the cost would be $7,163. The second style that was presented to us was a 6-foot tongue and groove beige vinyl privacy fence, which with materials and labor would come to $10,740.20. At this time, I'd like to make a motion that we accept the bid for the 6-foot wood-treated framework with cedar pickets for $7,163.
We have a motion from trustee Cumming,
Second.
second from trustee Carter. Any questions or comments from the board before the board votes? Okay, once again, this is for board approval for the low bid from Security Fence Company in the amount of $7,163 for the wood fence enclosure for Officer Powers, who is the K-9 officer. Madam Clerk, would you please call roll?
Trustee Carter?
Aye.
Mayor Allen?
Aye.
Trustee Gett?
Aye.
Trustee Cumming?
Aye.
Okay, thank you. By a vote of 4-0, the board has approved the fencing to be put in by Security Fence Company in the amount of $7,163 as outlined by trustee Cumming. Next order of new business tonight is the approval to purchase police vehicles, and that will be presented by trustee Cumming.
Thank you, Mayor Allen. Before I get started, did everyone receive a copy of the memo with the amounts for the particulars on this? Okay, I have extra copies in case anyone needs one. Right here. As per our 2013-2014 budget for the police department, it was noted that we were going to need to purchase some new vehicles this year to take existing vehicles that had run their lifetime or their course of useful life. First one, we are replacing one of the police cruisers. And we're going to purchase a 2013 Dodge Charger. We are going to get that delivery price is going to be $22,842. I couldn't believe this when I saw it, but one of our undercover vehicles that we're going to trade in on it, the Escalade, we're actually going to get $7,000 in trade value out of it, which I think is a great price. So the delivery price of $22,842 minus the Escalade trade-in of $7,000, basically we're getting a brand new police cruiser for $15,842, which is a fantastic deal, I believe. And the second vehicle that we are picking up is a 2013 Chevy Tahoe, which will eventually become the new K-9 unit. We still have a little bit of leg left on our existing K-9 unit, but not much. So we took the initiative to go ahead and get this taken care of and added it to the budget for the year. But the 2013 Chevy Tahoe delivery price is $31,614 on that. Title and registration will be $221. So the total gross cost will be $31,835. The Charger Cruiser that we are taking out of service, we are getting $3,000 in trade for that, which is an average price considering the wear and tear on it. So the net amount for the 2013 Chevy Tahoe is going to be $28,838. So we'll have a new 2013 Dodge Charger Police Cruiser for $15,842 and a 2013 Chevy Tahoe, which is going to be used in the short term for administrative purposes and in the long term for the new canine vehicle for $28,835. And I'd like to make a motion that we approve these purchases.
I would also like to make one comment, Mayor and Trustee, if I could. The one reason that price on the Tahoe is because we had to purchase a little extra equipment because it is going to be a future canine unit. Where the Charger, we use a lot of the existing equipment when we switch it out. We've already, the officers have already stripped the vehicle. We can use the light bar, we can use a lot of the equipment, so that is an additional charge. Unlike the Tahoe, there is more equipment involved. So there was, I think at the combined committee meeting, you saw the sheet that I checked, what we need to outfit that for the future. That's why that's a little higher than what we expected. But given the trade-ins, like Trustee Cummings said, I am shocked that we're getting $10,000 out of for both those vehicles, but the dealership stayed true to their word, even though we got that quote quite a while ago. But I just wanted to point that out.
Okay. Thank you, Chief. Have a motion from Trustee Cumming,
Second.
second from Trustee Gett. Any questions or comments from the board before the board votes? Okay, once again, this is for board approval of the purchase of the two vehicles for the police department as outlined by Trustee Cumming. Madam Clerk, would you please call roll?
Trustee Carter?
Aye.
Mayor Allen?
Aye.
Trustee Gett?
Aye.
Trustee Cumming?
Aye.
Thank you. By a vote of 4-0, the board has approved the purchases of the 2013 Chevrolet Tahoe and the 2013 Dodge Charger as read by Trustee Cumming. Our next order of new business tonight has to deal with the purchase of furniture for the police department building, and that will be presented by Trustee Cumming.
Thank you once again, Mayor Allen. This is office furniture for the police station. When the police station relocated to their current location, there was an office that was not furnished at the time with new furniture. It wasn't being utilized, so existing furniture, which had seen better days from the location up here, had been utilized. And much like the police cruiser and the undercover Escalade, it has run its course and been depreciated out fully. And now that that office is being utilized, we've taken this opportunity to update the furniture, existing furniture that is in there, which I will mention was included in this year's 2013-14 budget. So this is not an additional expenditure for that. But basically, we're looking at a desk, 2 chairs, and is there a file cabinet in there, or is it 3 chairs?
Three chairs.
3 chairs. And the total cost for that furniture is quoted at $2,004.52. At this time, I'd like to make a motion that we approve this quote for $2,004.52 and purchase the office furniture for the police department.
You have a motion from Trustee Cumming,
Second.
second from Trustee Carter. Any questions or comments from the board before the board votes? Okay, once again, this is for board approval of the purchase of the furniture as read by Trustee Cumming for the police building in the amount of $2,004.52. Madam Clerk, would you please call roll?
Trustee Carter?
Aye.
Mayor Allen?
Aye.
Trustee Gett?
Aye.
Trustee Cumming?
Aye.
Thank you. By a vote of 4-0, the board has approved the purchase of the furniture for the Police Station in the amount of $2,004.52.
Mayor, could I just make one comment
Sure.
about the purchases tonight? I just want to also point out that I understand it's earlier in the budget to have these high dollar expenditures, but I also want to point out that the only budget items we had this year were the 2 vehicles, the office furniture, and the radios, which we did get funding for the radios, so I just want to point that out. I'm not saying that I won't come before you for some minor purchases, but as far as the high dollar expenditures, I do appreciate your support. Thank you.
Sure. Thank you, Chief. Next order of business tonight is the award of the bid for Park Place in Montclair, and I believe this was tabled at our last meeting. So I need a motion from the board to take this item off the table for further consideration.
I so move.
Have a motion from trustee Gett,
Second.
second from trustee Cumming. All those in favor of removing this item from the table to further discuss for the board tonight, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, please say no. Thank you, the ayes have it, and the award of bid for Park Place in Montclair is now officially off the table. Mr. Superintendent, do you know much about this to present, or should I throw it over to our administrator?
No, I can take care of it. This is our current curb and sidewalk program, which last couple of years we haven't been able to do it, but finally this is back on board. I know it just come out of committee, so the award will go to the ICCI, Illinois Civil Contractors, in the amount of $65,171.00. I just need a motion.
I so move.
I have a motion from trustee Gett,
Second.
second from trustee Carter. Are there any questions or comments from the board before the board votes? Again, this is to pretty much fix the drainage issues along Park
Correct.
Place, and then there's also several approaches on Montclair.
There's several approaches on Montclair that we have been able to get to, and this is one of them that are the alternate part when we threw them in is what we're picking up from many years ago. So back on track, I'm hoping.
Yeah,
We can do a little bit each year.
that's what we're trying to do, because obviously we don't have the dinero to do everything. There's too much to be done, but do a little bit every year, and sooner or later it will get done. So we have a motion and a second for the approval of the award of the bid to Illinois Civil Contractors in the amount of $65,171 as outlined by our Superintendent of Public Works, Mr. Roth. Madam Clerk, would you please call roll?
Trustee Carter?
Aye.
Mayor Allen?
Aye.
Trustee Gett?
Aye.
Trustee Cumming?
Aye.
Okay, thank you. By a vote of 4-0, the board has approved the low bid from Illinois Civil Contractors Incorporated in the amount of $65,171 for the work to be done on Park Place and Montclair Avenue. Next order of new business tonight is regarding some recycling bins that came forth in I believe it was a grant that our Administrative Secretary, Sarah Whitbrock, pursued. And Mr. Administrator, could you maybe give us a little background on that?
Yeah, this is a grant that Sarah became aware of, and I know she talked to you about it and to me, and said something I should apply for, and we said, why not give it a try? So she did all the work, submitted the grant, and was awarded the total of $6,800. So we need approval to pay for the recycling bins, and then we'll get a grant check and be able to reimburse the general fund for those expenditures. So it'll be for 3 combination recycling bins, one for paper and one for plastic goods. And I think, we talked about where to put them. We'll probably put them here at Village Hall for now, and then maybe somewhere along the trail. We can move them if we need to, but just another good thing to have in and around Village Hall and the park.
Yeah, I'm looking at these. These are similar to like, the rest stops you see when you're on the highway, when you pull in there. They're large and are professional looking, obviously, for the price they should be. But Sarah did a wonderful job of pursuing the grant, and this is great, good news. So we need a motion for the approval to purchase these recycling bins in the amount of $6,746.95, of which we will be reimbursed by the grant after the purchase. So I need a motion, please.
I move to purchase the recycling.
Have a motion from trustee Gett,
Second.
second from trustee Cumming. Any questions or comments from the board before the board votes?
I have a question. Okay, so what, is it 6,800 or is it 6,746?
$67,46.95 is the total. We were approved for up to $6,800.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Any other questions before the board votes?
Do we know what the time frame is that we might actually purchase these and then put them into use? I was just kind of curious if we might be able to utilize them for Peoria Day.
That might be quick, but I will check. I know she's spoken with the, the manufacturer, so I think after this, we're going to go ahead and make the order. So we'll see if we can't expedite that for you, Trustee
No, it's
Cummings.
okay, just throwing that out there.
Any other questions from the board? Okay, once again, this is for board approval of the purchase of the 3 recycling containers in the amount of $6,746.95. Madam Clerk, would you please call roll?
Trustee Carter?
Aye.
Mayor Allen?
Aye.
Trustee Gett?
Aye.
Trustee Cumming?
Aye.
Okay, thank you. By a vote of 4-0, the board has approved the purchase of the recycling containers as outlined by Administrator Fick, and we will then receive reimbursement through the grant. Next up, the payment of the bills, and those will be read by our village clerk, Shauna Musselman.
All right, this represents the invoices approved at the May 28th Departmental Committee meeting. The general fund expenditures are $352,605.13. MFT expenditures are $7,936.22, for total village expenditures of $360,541.35. And the waterworks expenditures were $65,057.42.
Thank you. Are there any questions or comments regarding the bills as read? Need a motion to pay the bills, please?
Make a motion.
Have a motion from trustee Carter,
Second.
second from trustee Cumming. Madam Clerk, would you please call roll?
Trustee Carter?
Aye.
Mayor Allen?
Aye.
Trustee Gett?
Aye.
Trustee Cumming?
Aye.
Okay, thank you. By a vote of 4-0, the board has approved the payment of the bills as read. Next departmental committee meeting will be held Wednesday, June 26th at 6:30 p.m. Next Board of Trustees meeting will be held Tuesday, June 18th at 6:30 p.m. Is there any other business to come before the board this evening?
Hope not. I move to adjourn.
Have a motion from trustee Gett,
Second.
second from trustee Carter. All those in favor of adjourning the meeting at this time, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, please say no. Thank you. The ayes have it. Meeting is now adjourned, and we thank everyone for attending.